Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing today? Well, baby, if your name is Sean Diddy Combs, things have gone too bad to worse to the pressure is getting worse. If you guys don't know, Diddy's team is said to be scrambling right now because, baby, listen, there's all these theories going on as to what's going on with Diddy. Some people say God is stepped in. Some people said karma is doing their thing. Some people said that the wealthy elites that he serves, right, have literally said, shit, it's Graham, kick rocks, get out of here, kid. Whatever is going on, you can pick your poison. It's just not good. Y'all, Diddy already was fighting for his life to beat these charges, the ones that are charged, and also the settlements that are happening around the corner. But the one thing that they didn't count on, the one thing that they didn't see, the one thing that will probably end him so much, and not even in court, because again, Diddy does allege that he is completely innocent. He is fighting for his life, his country, his woman. Well, maybe not his woman, right? And we'll talk about that. He is fighting and scratching and surviving. But the one thing that he didn't count on, or maybe he should have, is the most damning piece of evidence that is going to make every major advertiser, every major company, anybody that got some sense be like, whoop, and just scoot over to the side, is the fact that Diddy and his association with the godfather of his kids and best friend and his fairy godfather, his association, who is Ron Burkle, his association with their mega friend, or maybe it's associates. It's all about to be leaked. And people said Diddy is shook. You guys, what am I talking about? If you guys don't know, billionaire, well, I don't know if he was a billionaire, but extraordinarily dirtbag Jeffrey Epstein. Okay. The extraordinary dirtbag Jeffrey Epstein, y'all, his complete list of associates, complete list is about to be released in January. Oddly enough, this is the first month that Jonathan Odie is going to finally, maybe we'll see, not serve time, but go in front of a judge. It's Jonathan Odie supposed to go in front of a judge for the first time in 6 years. January 9th, Jeffrey Epstein associates are supposed to be made public January 4th, 2024. You already know I'm doing a live and I'm reading the whole list because, baby, I'm sick of this. Ain't no allegedly whoever's on that list, baby, you were knee deep in it. People are saying that Diddy is shooketh because his name is going to be on the list. And this might explain why Young Miami has started to distance herself, and so many people have started to distance herself. Y'all, you cannot make this up. Y'all, let's get into these verified. And when I say verified, mama, I mean verified reports. Diddy should be afraid. Now, if you guys don't know, the word on the street is with Diddy that he is actually holed up in London right now and he does not want to show his face in the US. And maybe it ain't safe because you know we love investigating, putting cameras in people's faces, at least in the UK. They're probably like, oh, black person. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. I'm just saying, right? But all jokes aside, not only that, but his fairy godfather, Ron Burkle, is also has a huge estate in London and he's super, super powerful. Again, 18 of Diddy's businesses have dropped him all association under his little Empower fund, but 161 are waiting to see what happens before they actually cut ties because they don't want to get on Ron Burkle's bad side. If you don't know who he is, please watch my old videos. He is the man that threw Diddy his coming out party. His words, not mine. Y'all, let's get into this because, baby, you cannot make this up. It starts off by saying a who's who of Jeffrey Epstein's powerful friends, associates, and possible co-conspirators. They're saying Jeffrey Epstein's untimely deleting ends the criminal case against them, but his powerful friends and associates may not have heard the last of it. U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York, right, said the investigation of Epstein's alleged conduct, including a conspiracy charge, remains ongoing. And Attorney General William Barr similarly said the case will continue against anyone who was complicit with Epstein. They said any co-conspirator should not rest easy. The victims deserve justice and they will get it. In addition, Epstein's accusers asked a federal judge to invalidate a non-prosecution agreement that Epstein reached for prosecutors in the U.S. Attorney's Office in Florida over a decade ago, which would have given authorities great power to go after his alleged co-conspirators. Now, here's the thing. He had unnamed assistants. The indictment against Epstein says that he ran a trafficking enterprise in which he blankety blank dozens of blankety blank girls between 2002 and 2005 at his homes in Manhattan, Palm Beach, Florida. He also paid some of the victims to recruit other people. He was charged with all that stuff. I'm skipping over it because YouTube be tripping. The indictment specifically alleges Epstein worked and conspired with employees and associates who facilitated his conduct by, among other things, contacting victims and scheduling their blank encounters with them. There's employee number one, who was based in New York, was directed by Epstein to communicate with blanks to arrange their visits to his New York City mansion. However, there were blank 3 and blank 2 who were employee 2 and 3 who were both assistants who worked with Epstein, and both were also responsible for scheduling blank encounters with blank blanks ahead of his visits to his multiple other residences. Now, why is this such a big thing? Okay, because there's so many people implicated, and people are saying that Diddy was also implicated. They're saying that Naomi Campbell, again, this hasn't been independently verified, whatever. They're saying Naomi Campbell, who Diddy's like, that's like my sister, combined with Diddy's fairy godfather, Ron Burkle, literally brought Diddy closer to Epstein. Now, Naomi does contend that she didn't know that Epstein was a Pedialyte bear. However, Diddy was drawn to the power. Diddy, it said, alleged, it hasn't been independently verified, was drawn to the power. Diddy had to know everybody. And back then, when people just thought that Epstein was just some billionaire, he was the person to know. However, when this list is actually listed, and you will see all the times that where they hung out, how they hung out, people are saying that Diddy should be worried that he is listed on the list for somebody that is a visitor to Epstein's actual Manhattan mansion. Let's also not forget that Diddy's fairy godfather, sugar daddy, and the godfather of his kids, Ron Burkle, was heavy in with Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton, Diddy, and Epstein all took over these trips to Africa for humanitarian purposes. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, y'all. Again, to say that it is not possible for Diddy to have some sort of association with Epstein, it's just being intellectually dishonest. Let's also not forget, Epstein was associated with everyone. Les Wexner, the CEO and founder of L Brands, the parent company of Victoria's Secret and Bath and Body Works. Boycott Bath and Body Works. All right, it's probably causing cancer anyway. Ain't no way you should be selling like vanilla bean coming around the corner from 3 blocks away. Now, don't get me wrong, right? I did have, Enchanted Garden from Victoria's Secret when we were sitting in class, probably choking our teachers' airwaves with our perfume. Anyway, what we call perfume. Epstein's arrest on federal charges. Wexner acknowledged that Epstein was his former personal money manager, and he served as a trustee of the Wexner Foundation, a charitable group. He was involved in the recruitment of models. He invested in clothing brands. He invested in music. Jeffrey Epstein had his hands in every single facet of New York City society. The thing that makes people think, what does Diddy have to do with that, is the fact that Diddy is acting like, let's also not forget Alan Dershowitz, that weird professor from Harvard, the one that was, he is like the foremost legal mind. I don't care. He's arguing that the age of consent should be moved down to 12. Weirdo. Of course, we know Prince Andrew, Donald Trump, and Bill Clinton. Aubrey O'Day did say in The Apprentice that Donald Trump would brag every day about what good friends he is with Diddy. Diddy only turned on Donald Trump when he started hanging around, found an actual billionaire, because we know Trump at that time was over-exaggerating how much he was worth. He found an actual billionaire in Ron Burkle, who threw him his coming out party. Those are Diddy's words, not mine. Again, Bill Richardson and George Mitchell. The list goes on and on and on. You guys, do you think Diddy should be worried? People are saying that Diddy was already holed up in London in a very, very dark place. And they actually are checking up on him and they fear for his safety. Now that the other shoe is dropped and he's realized that his money or his sugar daddy Ron Burkle's money is not going to get him out of this. Again, we did break that Diddy is under, his house has not been raided as far as anybody knows. However, he is under formal investigation by the Special Operation Units, federal, New York City, and New York State. And this is the same, the Federal Operations Unit is the same unit that took down El Chapo, Jeffrey Epstein, Harvey Weinstein, right? El Chapo, and what is it? Epstein's assistant, Josine, or whatever it is. All right. You guys, listen, it's crazy to me, right? It's crazy to me that it's taken this long for things to drop. I will say this, it has taken so long for things to drop, but I will say this, the shoe's dropping. And it looks like all those associates that were staying so quiet when it came to Diddy are now, we're going to find out. Because, like I said, the federal judge in New York has ordered a vast unsealing of court documents in early 2024. People are saying it's going to be in January, sometime around the 4th. It'll make public the names of scores of his friends, associates, cohorts, and whatnot. You guys, stay tuned for this. I want to give a shout out. Thank you so much, Kim Ann, for sending this to me. I appreciate it, Mama, for putting it on my radar. Y'all, this has just come up. People are saying that Diddy's legal team are losing their minds. They already, in my opinion, were against a losing battle in the court of public opinion. But baby, these documents that are unsealed actually might be what the lawyers, the civil lawyers that are suing Diddy, right? Douglas Wigmore and Tyrone Blackburn, the two lawyers that are suing Diddy with all their clients, this actually might be the evidence they need to put the final nail in Diddy's coffin. You guys, 2024 is going to be the David versus Goliath. Baby, 2024 looks like Goliath might be on its way down. And Diddy, we're going to have to see. But Diddy, Ron Burkle, Clinton, that whole set, baby, people are shaking. Let's see. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. I will be going live later. It's going to be a heavy upload day, even though I'm getting started late. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.